Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Play fake, Underwood. They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll run him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
On the option. Pulls it again on the option. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. conditions. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Lined up in the gun. Williams on third down. Perfect timing on the hit.
Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Underwood makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Turning it on! They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. The give on the counter. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And as defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Hey, kill it. 214 close. 214 close.
Underwood on the play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff again. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Here's Williams. flip it out to the back on the screen. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Johnson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Here's Williams to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the...
Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hold.
Stop on 3rd down from the 45. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, Williams. Right side, it's Carter. There he goes. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Williams, look out. And they got it.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Play action with Underwood. Right down the middle. Out wide left, it's Hansen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, and they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Underwood. And they will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you always want to get the home crowd.
Oh, they block it. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Williams. Left side, it's Johnson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wide out set. Williams will pass. Out wide right, it's Preston. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
It's 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to run it across the 35. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. The snap sets up to throw. Sends it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Under pressure, and it's a sack.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush finishes it. Now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
A pair of sacks has them back way up. It's 3rd and goal, and it's a long way away. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 11 team, the Tennessee Volunteers.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
And it's the Seminoles, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
Hit as he throws. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Hits inside, it's Gibson. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Out wide left, it's Wesco. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Denson. Unleashes one. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, you're seeing this offense and their aggressiveness early in this game. Opening drive, 3rd down, taking a shot into the end zone. They don't get it. So do you stay aggressive now on 4th down and try to go for it?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Right side, it's Johnson. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Preston. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got some room, it was over.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a...
So here comes the Michigan offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Caught on the RPO. Touchdown, Clemson! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Number 81, set to kick this one.
Formation for these receivers. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side is Marsh. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. So we're starting to get late. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
He's open on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Got him on the RPO.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Johnson. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Williams. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle second and 4th.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
9:49 rush. Wide 80.
Trying to establish the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Marsh.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing it. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He's changing the play. Underwood. They're all over him. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Intercepted by Clemson. And they'll take over first and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick give. It's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
First down for the offense.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Williams throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And now they'll have to dial something up on third down after the incompletion. Throwing. throwing. Williams. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it himself. Quarterback keep. To the back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Quarterback will keep it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Williams will pass. He's going to let it go. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the field. He's loose down the left side. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score.
Number 81 set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Still on his feet at the 35. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Denson. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Play fake, Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Denson. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
2nd and long here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Here's a throw downfield late. Pulls it in down the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Pushes for the goal line. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
That keeps the score. Michigan 48, Clemson 30.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And he puts through the extra point. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Denson. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse